To everybody. Hi, girlies. Hi, Henry. And hi, Charlotte. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. We're going to finish letting our friends in. You just settle in and be comfy. Okay. All right. Mr. Xander is joining us. And we're going to start our lesson. Hi, Xander. Awesome. All right. So we have 4 friends here right now. The rest can join when they come. I'll let them in. So let's get started. Now, first things first, welcome. And remember our promise. Oh, I see a chat. Hold on. Hi, Xander. Okay, so I see our promise. Our promise is something that you guys have been doing amazing at. I think you might be the best students, the best promise keepers I've ever had. So give yourself a little pat on the back and say, oh yeah, I did it. Nice job. So keep up the good work because we're going to talk about why, right? Okay. So remember to participate, be respectful, be on time. Thank you for that. Keep your microphones muted. Oh, yeah, put that down for now. We're going to get to that, I promise. And change your name in Zoom. Stay in your spot until I tell you to get up. And then keep your eyes on the screen where all the magic happens. And why are we doing all this? So we can learn how to participate. Yeah, remember every Zoom call, anywhere in the galaxy, all teachers are going to have the same expectations. We're also going to expect that you'll be respectful to your classmates and to your teacher, and of course your families. Oh yeah. And then remembering your mute button. I know you want to click on mute. I know you do. Don't worry, you'll have a chance, okay? Don't click it until I say. And if you remember, if we are allowed to talk and I need to bring us back down to mute, you'll hear me count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and there'll be a race for you to get to that mute button before I get to 0. And of course, eyes on the screen. Don't be looking off onto the window and whatever. Keep watching because a lot of magic happens right in front of you. Right? Right. Now, what happens when we all keep our promise? We have a game. Look at that. You'll get your name on a spinny wheel. We're going to do this tomorrow, guys. So make sure you keep your promise each and every day because every week there'll be a new winner. And that winner is somebody who is able not only to keep their promise, but have Mr. Magic Spinning Wheel choose their name. My goal is to make sure that everybody gets to pick a game once a week, one person, and I'd like to see everybody be able to do that. Now, remember, there's only one person allowed per week. So if your friend gets it and you don't that week, we're still going to be very happy for our friend because we get to play their game. But you never know who it's going to be and when. So just remember to be happy for whoever is selected. Now, we get to choose tomorrow. I can't wait. All right, here we go. First thing we're going to practice is that mute button. Remember the ABC song? I'm not giving that up. Let's do that again. Everybody unmute and let's practice counting down. When you hear me count down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to mute ourselves. So let's sing. Here we go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, R, S, T, W, X, Y, Z, A, B, next time we'll be seeing
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, phew. You guys did it. That was amazing. Oh, learning coaches, you should be so proud of these little guys. They are fabulous. Now, what are we doing today? We are going to discover the parts of a book. Our focus today is to recognize the basic parts of a book. That's right. And that will include the cover. Oh, I don't know where the cover of the book is. The author, the illustrator, and the title. of a book. And then if we have time, I'm hoping, we will create our own book cover. That's what the paper's for. That's what the crayons are for. Push them aside. We're not going to do that until the end or near the end. So slide them off. Don't be drawn. Don't be writing. That's something we'll do later. Okay. Good. So that's our goal today. Let's do it. Let's learn about the parts of a book. The first thing we're going to do is watch a Jack Hartman video, and he goes over the different parts of a book. And then we are going to explore the parts of our own books. Okay. So once the video is done, listen to my voice. I'm going to talk funny. Once the video is done, you'll go and get a book to show off and explore. But don't get up until we get one, till we get the video done. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's watch.
Jack Hartman, Kids Music Channel.
I love you guys. Thank you guys. Keep looking.
Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book I love to read. Every book has the same special parts. Let's learn them now and you'll know them by heart. Front cover, back cover, title page. Every book shows the author and illustrator names. The spine of the book holds the pages together, and when you read lots of books, you read better and better. Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book I love to read. Every book has the same special parts. Let's learn them now and you'll know them by heart. Front cover, back cover, title page. Every book shows the author and illustrator names. The spine of the book holds the pages together, and when you read lots of books, you read better and better. Front cover shows a picture about the book, the title, author, and illustrator. Take a look. Back cover protects the back of the book, may have a photo of the author and the words about the book. Title page shows the title again, the author, illustrator, and publisher names. Spine of the book is where the pages are attached, so you can turn the pages from the first to the last. Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book I love to read. Every book has the same special parts. Let's learn them now and you'll know them by heart. Every book has pages you turn as you read, and the words on the pages tell you the story. When you read, you learn facts, go places, and dream. Reading is fun for you and me.
It is.
Let's learn about the parts of a book. Sing with me. The parts of a book.
We're going to move on. Guess what? It's time for you to get up, and you have about 20 seconds to find a book. I have my book. Do you have your book? Yes, Charlotte has a book. Who else has one? It's okay if you need to go find one. I had to dig for one. I have a cookbook. Oh, Corellis has a book. Nice. Sander. I love that book. What a great book. Wonderful. And let me see. Someone else just joined us. Hi, Luke. Oh, let's put that, we'll put the paper and the crayons aside for now. Hi, babe. How are you? Because right now we're going to go over the parts of a book, and then we're going to use the crayons and the paper right after this. Actually, we're going to go over the parts of a book, and then we're going to have a read aloud story, and then you're going to get to create your own cover. I'm so excited. So for now, what we're going to do is go grab a book and show off your book, and we're going to go look for the parts of a book, just like we learned from the video. So the first thing you're going to do, guys, is hold up your book to the camera and show everybody. Whoops, your book. Mine won't do it because I have my screen on. All right. So First thing we're going to do is look at the front cover. I want you to tap your front cover lightly. Tap the front cover. Tap the front cover. Now look at your front cover. Put your eyeballs on it. Ooh. Does it have a title? Does it have words printed across the top? Does it say the name of the book? Yes, that's called the title. The title. That way, if you go to a bookstore for a library, or if you just tell your mom, can you go get my favorite book? She'll ask, what's the name of the book? What's the title? All right, can you read that title to your learning coach? Do you know what it says? Mine says, Fix It and Forget It, Our Best Fall Recipes. It's a crock pot book. All right, let's go down and see if you guys can raise your hand if you want to share the title of your book. Corellis, you first. What's the name and title of your book?
Llama, 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 I love you.
Oh, what a great book. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
Llama, I love you. All right, Henry. Henry, go for it. Thank you, Corellis.
1, 2, 3. Yep.
Oh,
Nope. You're unmuted.
He's you know, like the video is a little choppy, but go ahead, hold it up. Oh, it says 1, 2, 3. What a great book. It's a counting book. Is that right, Henry? Did I get it right? Yeah, thank you for sharing that. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's move on to Charlotte. I see your hand. What is the title of your book, Charlotte?
Heaven is for real for kids.
Oh, what a lovely book. Do you read that at night? Yeah, sometimes. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Xander, I'm ready for you. What's the title of your book?
My book is Counting All Around.
Counting All Around? You're a mathematician? That's wonderful. Oh, it's a Sesame Street book, guys. I grew up with Sesame Street. Thank you for sharing. I love that. All right, now I know there was another friend, Mr. Luke. Is it Mr. Luke? I can't find Luke raised hand. Okay, let me look. I'm looking. I'm trying to find Luke. Oh, there he is. I see him. I found him.
Gotta tell her the name of the book, baby.
Oh, hold it up. What it says? Donald Duck buys a house. Oh, that's what you said. I love that. I would love to hear that story one day. Awesome job, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Now, what we're going to do now, we looked for the cover. We found it. Can you find the back cover? Can you flip it over to the back cover? Yeah. That was good. So we found the title, the front cover, the back cover. Now turn it back over to the front. All right, now you're on the front. Do you see a picture on the front? Can you tell what the story's about just looking at the picture? Can you also find the author's name, the person who wrote the book? Is there a little name? Sometimes it's at the bottom, on the front. Yeah, I see it. Good work. That's called the author. The author is the person who wrote the story or the text, okay? That's the person who dreamed up what they wanted to write and then they wrote it in the pages. Now, that's the author. If you wrote your book, you would be the author. Yes, you would be the author of your very own book. So, okay, hold on. Don't open it yet. Wait. Now the illustrator, I want you to get your paintbrushes out. Pretend you have a paintbrush in your hand. And I want you to pretend to paint that front cover. Paint it. Paint. You're the illustrator. You paint and drew the pictures. So there's two different people sometimes. The first person is the author. They write the story. And the second person is the artist, the illustrator. And they drew all the pictures. Open up the book. Open your book. Look through the pages real quickly. See if you can find some of the pictures that the illustrator has painted and drawn. Look at that. Oh, look at all your pictures. Keep Keep turning the pages. What other pictures can you see? Look how many different pictures that illustrator drew. Oh, they're beautiful, aren't they? Does that make the book more interesting? Yeah. Is it easier to understand? Yeah. Is it more fun? Yeah. I love pictures. All right. Now, so far we have looked at the front cover. Tap the front cover lightly. The back cover. Tap the back cover lightly. Go back to the front. Drag your finger across the title, the big title of the book. That's right. And now I want you to circle the author's name at the bottom. Find that person who wrote the story. And if there's another name there, circle that person's name. They're the person that illustrated the book. There might be two names. If there's only one name, maybe they did both. They might have written the story and drawn the pictures. I don't know. They could be both, author and illustrator. Now, we're also going to talk about the spine of the book. I want you to go to the very edge of the book and run your finger along the spine. That's called a spine. You have a spine. It's right back here. Yeah, you know the bones in the back that go from your neck, your head all the way down. That's your spine. Okay, and that kind of holds and binds the pages together. Now, you also opened up the book and looked for more pictures. We got that. And now we need to figure out one more thing. Where does the story start? Does it start in the back of the book? Does it start on page 492? Let's close the book and open it one page at a time. So we're going to open up our front cover. And sometimes you're going to see a second title page. Sometimes you'll see another page and it's not where the story starts yet. This is different for each book, but sometimes it's right where the story starts. That's right. So look at your book. Is it another picture of the front cover and it talks a little bit more about the author and illustrator? Or is it right where the story starts? Oh, sometimes you have to turn 2 pages to find where the story starts. Unmute and tell me, unmute when I call your name, and tell me what page does it start on? The first page or the second page? Who wants to tell me? Xander, I see your hand first. Go ahead. What page does it start on?
Mine starts on this.
Oh, that's the very back. It can't start in the end.
Wait.
Close it up. Close, all the way, close, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way, close. Close it, close it. Close the book. No, you're not closing the book. You can close the book. Close the book. Ah, I love it when you listen. Now, put it flat on your lap and have the characters looking straight up at you. Now look down. Are they looking at you? Now open the book one page. Open that front cover. That's where the story should begin. Yes, very good. That might be a title page and you might need to turn one more page. That's great. I'm so glad you showed me that because a lot of kids did the same thing. In my previous classes, they didn't know where a story started. They would open to the back of the book. Well, the back is the end. So a story can't really start at the end. We have to find the beginning. All right, who else would like to share? Thank you, Xander. You are amazing. Let me see. Corellis, I see your hand next, and then Charlotte, and then Henry. All right, Corellis, did it start on page 1, or did you have to turn 2 pages?
1.
Only 1. You only had to turn 1 page. A lot of the soft cover books will do that. They'll go right into the story after you turn the cover. Thank you, Corellis. I saw Charlotte. Thank you. Charlotte, go ahead. What page did it start on, the first page or the second page?
It started at number 5.
Oh, wow. It really started late. If you go back 1 page, if you turn it back to page 4 or page 3, what does it have on those pages? Oh, I see. Very smart, young lady. That is more information and has different, it might have an introduction page and some other information. So it's good that you know exactly where your story started. Thank you.
And sometimes in the book it shows who wrote it.
Oh, yes, it can. You're right. Very good. Thank you, Charlotte. Luke, I saw your hand. Go for it. Oh, and then Henry. Sorry, Henry. I'm coming back to you.
Okay, ready? Yeah. What page is your book on? Which book?
Page 2?
She's asking you.
Page 2?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm so proud of you. That was great. You could find that. I love it. I know you guys want to read your stories right now. Well, we have a story we're going to read together. Luke, thank you for sharing. That was amazing. Hey, Henry, I'm ready for you. I'm ready. What page did it start on?
1.
No, page 2. Remember?
Page 2.
Page 2. That's wonderful. Great job, my love. Are you guys ready for story time? Thank you for sharing, Luke. Awesome. Okay, let's do it. I don't see any other hands. So we're going to do story time. Now what you need to do is everybody give your book a little tiny hug and then put it down. Give it some rest. It needs to nap. Okay. And we're going to watch the funniest book ever. It's called Don't Eat the Teacher. Don't eat the teacher. So let's watch as we listen to this story. And as you watch, or as you listen and watch the story, I want you to think of 2 things. The first thing is notice the title, the cover, where the story starts, the author, the illustrator. Look for all those things we just learned. Okay, and the second thing I want you to do is while you're watching, I want you to think about what kind of story you would write. Would you write about sharks, alligators, trucks, monsters, robots, outer space, underwater, mermaids? I don't know. What would you write about? So I just want you to have that swirling in the back of your head as a thought while you're watching. So here we go. You guys ready? It's about 4 minutes long or so.
Hi everyone! Don't worry, we're still doing our channel. We're just enjoying some summer fun. I hope you were too. But we're going to make another video called Behind the Scenes. Keep your eye out for that one. And we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone! My name is Samantha and today we're going to be reading Don't Eat the Teacher. This is a wonderful story for us kids stuck at home doing e-learning. So let's go find out what this book is about. Let's go! With permission of Scholastic, I am reading Don't Eat the Teacher by Nick Ward. Hurry up, Sammy, his mother called. You'll be late. Sammy dived downstairs for his breakfast. It was his first day at school, and he was very, very excited. But when Sammy became too excited, he had the unfortunate habit, as all young sharks do, of biting things. Sammy opened his mouth and... crunch! Oh, Sammy, complained his mother. Don't eat the table. Sorry, Mom, blushed Sammy. He grabbed his school bag, kissed his mother, and swam out the door.
Okay, now before we go on, I want you to pretend you're a shark, okay? So every time you hear him crunch, I want you to do this. I want you to crunch on screen, okay? Just do this with your hands. Okay, don't unmute, just listen, and you can crunch when he crunches. Here we go.
Be a good boy, Sammy, cried his mother. Sammy and his dad drove down the street to Sammy's new school. In the playground, a group of children were playing tag. Excellent, cried Sammy and dashed off to join in. You're it, shouted a shrimp. You're it, cried a cod. You're it, howled a haddock. Sammy opened his mouth and... crunch! Oh, Sammy, the children moaned. Don't eat your school friends. Sorry, blushed Sammy. He hiccuped politely and out swam a little fish.
Oh, phew, got out.
The bell rang and all the fish swam off to the classroom. Good morning, children, beamed the teacher. Let's start the day with a really good story. Excellent, thought Sammy, flapping his tail in excitement. Here we are, said the teacher. Here's a story we can really sink our teeth into. Sammy opened his mouth and... Crunch! Oh, Sammy, cried the children. Don't eat our story. Sorry, blushed Sammy. Never mind, smiled the teacher. Let's try some painting instead. Splish, splash, Sammy loved painting. He was so excited, it was hard not to nibble on his paintbrush. Finished, he called. Sammy, that's lovely, said the teacher. It looks good enough to eat. Sammy opened his mouth and... Crunch!
You guys
oh, Sammy, groaned the teacher. Sorry, blushed Sammy. Never mind, said the teacher, giving him a cuddle. It's music now. Music and movement, called the teacher. As I play the piano, I want you all to pretend you're a seaweed, swaying in a gentle current. I'm seaweed, thought Sammy, drifting and stretching as elegantly as he could. The current is getting stronger, sang the teacher. The children started to dance even faster. Sammy started to get excited. Now you are a storm, the teacher cried. A terrible storm, destroying everything in its path. I'm a terrible storm, Sammy yelled. He opened his mouth and... Crunch, crunch, crunch. Sammy, stop! Yelled the children. Don't eat the... Oh dear, thought Sammy as he got ready to go home. I didn't mean to. Tomorrow I'll be good. Really, really good. Hello, darling, said Sammy's mother at the school gate. How was your first day of school? Excellent, said Sammy. And what did you learn today? Lots, blushed Sammy. Don't eat the stories, don't eat the paintings, don't eat the classroom, and don't eat the teacher. The end. Hope like the book. I think that sometimes we want to eat our parents during quarantine because we get annoyed with them sometimes stuck at home. So if you want to see more books, push the subscribe, and if you liked it, give me a big thumbs up. See you on the next video.
That was awesome. Did you guys enjoy the book? Did you like the story? Okay, we're going to do some thumbs up and thumbs down. Are you ready? Okay, get your hand nice and tight. Thumbs up if you noticed the front cover of that book. Did you notice it? Awesome. Hands tight. Who noticed the title of that story? Did you notice the title? Don't Eat the Teacher was right on the front of the cover. That's right. Okay, close your hand up. Did you notice where the story started? That was kind of harder to notice, but it was right after they opened the front cover, the very front cover. Yeah, okay, great. And did you guys notice some illustrations? Did you guys notice pictures? Give me a thumbs up if you saw what the illustrator did. Yeah, I hope so. And last thing. I didn't see a back cover, so I won't ask that. I'm going to ask, did you see some words? Did you see words? That's what the author wrote. And pretend you're typing, because a lot of authors type their words now. They don't write them with a pencil so much, they might type. So our author types the story, our illustrator paints the pictures. Okay, all right, now here's what you're gonna do. The other part I asked you to do was in the back of your mind. I want you to pretend you're writing a story like that author did. And you are going to design your own front cover. It's time for the paper and the crayons. You have about 2 minutes. But here's what I need you to do. I need you to make sure that you write your name at the very bottom. Remember where the author's name is at the very bottom of the book? Yeah, so write your name at the very bottom. And then draw a beautiful one picture for the cover. And then at the top, after we are done today, ask your learning coach to help you come up with a title. And then write the title at the top. Okay? All right, 2 minutes. You guys can start now. I want you to draw something really, really interesting. Any book that you think you would write about. I think I would write about doggies. You know I like dogs. If you don't finish in time, don't worry. You have plenty of time later, okay? This is just to get you started. Just make sure you, oh, look at that. Luke wrote his name at the very bottom. He is the author, and he's also the illustrator. Make sure you go all the way to the bottom of your page and write your name. You are the one who wrote this story. You are the one that illustrated this cover. And then, like I said, when we're all done, after the whole lesson is complete, you and your learning coach can come up with a title for the book. Yeah. All right. So keep drawing. You have another minute or so, and I'm going to pull up our Nearpod. And if we don't have time to do it today, I'll share it with your families and you can practice on your own. But I do want to show it off to you, okay? So I'm trying to be quiet so you can concentrate. Let me close that out. Families, we're not going to Nearpod today because our time is up. We did so many other things that were wonderful, and you guys are busy doing this. Oh, look at that. I can't wait to see these. You can, oh my goodness, they're so nice. Wow. Okay. So what I'll do is I will share the Nearpod code with you. And if you would like, you can, this is optional. You can have your student practice writing, tracing letters, and learning how to, this is like a quick memory test to match their letters. Hold on, honey, I'm almost there, I promise. And then trace the letters together for letter practice. So I'll share that with the families, and then you guys can work on that if you want. Again, it's optional. Now, all right, love, so I'm going to stop sharing. We'll do that on your own. And tomorrow's math. Tomorrow's math. I am so excited. You know, I'm a science and a math lady. So by nature, I love math and science so much, almost as much as reading. So now I see some hands, and it's time for me to answer any questions. Or if you want to share your picture, I'm ready. All right, so I see the person who's been holding their hand up super long is Mr. Xander. I'm ready, Xander.
My book is about horse or horse.
Oh, really? Hold it as close as you can. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Did you write your name at the bottom to show that you illustrated and wrote? Oh, yes. Great job, Xander. Mwah, chef's kiss. Mwah. Nice work. Okay, go ahead and mute. Now I'm going to go to Charlotte.
Mommy, can you write?
I'll mute. Okay, Charlotte, go ahead.
This is Jasmine.
Oh, look at, wow, what an artist you guys are. That is so good. And did you have your name at the bottom too? Yes, she does. She is the author and the illustrator. Charlotte, that's fabulous. Thank you for sharing. I love it. I love it. Okay, let me go to Corelli's. And then Henry, I'm coming. Hold tight.
It's about my dog. It's about my dog at the park, Cutie.
You guys are phenomenal. Look at that. She even has a title and her author's name, and he is a cute doggy, isn't he? Thank you for sharing, Corelli's.
Okay,
Loved it.
thank you.
Loved it. Thank you. Henry, I'm ready. I don't want to skip you again.
Oh,
Bless you.
Draw a rainbow.
Oh my
Did you read
goodness, look
that?
how nice that is.
A
Wow,
real
what
rainbow.
is it really? Show me your name at the bottom.
Show your name.
Yay, he's the author and illustrator. Loved it, Henry. Are you really going to write a story about it? You think you might?
Gonna write a story?
It could be like 2 or 3 pages long. It doesn't have to be long. Nice job. I loved it, Henry. Thank you for sharing. Okay, I'm going to go to Luke. Luke.
Robot.
Oh, he's got robots. Wow. And it's a blue one and a red one. And there's his name on a yellow one too. Are those robots going to help me in my housework?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Send them over. Thank you, Luke. Awesome job, guys. Mwah. You're phenomenal. I love you guys. You're amazing. And do you have any questions before we go? Questions. How, why, when, where? I know a question. What do we need for tomorrow's math lesson? Nothing but a smile. Okay. Don't need anything for tomorrow. Xander, I'm ready.
Let me write my fifth one.
Do you have a question for me before we go?
Yeah, just wait. Let me write my fifth.
Okay, you write it. All right. I'm going to ask Corelli. She's waiting for me. Go ahead, Corelli.
Well, when we're gonna read another book.
Do you love books? I do
Yeah.
too. I'll try to make sure we read at least 2 a week. How's that? Is that good? I know that was a great story too. It was fun. All right. Thank you, Lovey. How about Charlotte? You can go. If you need to go, you're totally fine. Okay. I'm just answering questions and I'll see you tomorrow for math. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye. Charlotte, go ahead.
Well, it's important to read. If you
Yes,
don't know how to read, then what's the point of learning how to read if you don't know how to read? Because if you learn how to read, you get better, and more better.
That is the truest thing ever. Those are the truest words. You're right. And we use reading in everything. We read in math and science and social studies and every subject, even in music, art, PE, we learn to read. So we need to be able to read. Even the signs on the street, which by the way is how I learned to read. Yeah, reading the signs on the street as my mommy drove me around town. I'll never forget driving past Burger King and understanding that it said Burger King. Burger King, Mommy. It says Burger King. All right, guys. All right, Xander, I'm ready for you.
I'm going to show you my picture.
Wow, it got even better. Look at that. Mr. Artist. Awesome. All right, loves, time for me to go. I love y'all. Bye, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye, Luke. Bye, Charlotte. Bye, Xander.